Good morning. My name's Ryan Littlestone from forexflow.live. Today I'm going to speak to you about euro dollar because what we've seen is a good decent bounce off of the 112 area. This is part of a bigger range that I've been watching for quite some time, 112, 115. We've had a test down there last week. It actually broke fairly easily down there at 112. We did have a big option barrier down there. And that was one of the things I was looking towards as support in this level. But we had a break under there, and we also had a break just briefly under the 61.8 fib of the 2017 move, the huge move up into the 120s. That was at 1186. And that potentially made the whole trade look like it was going to collapse. The euro is going to collapse under that level, and we're going to get a big move south. That didn't happen. It looked like we had just a barrier flush and a stop flush, and also maybe to trigger some stops under that big fib level. A lot of the market was looking at it, but it didn't. It reversed up. I went long into the 112 area, started at 112.10, 112.05, and then when it started to hold after the initial break below and came back above that fib, I got in just above that fib as well. So I was long from that position. As I say, this is a long-term range I've been looking at, this 112, 115 area. If you've watched the videos before, you'll know that I previously shorted up at the 115 area. So I had the patience and wait for this level to appear. I'm currently long. Just as we're speaking now, it's broken 112.50 on the way back up. That was the highs on Friday on the bounce, and it held pretty much strongly today as well. We've just seen a move up above that area now, and what I'm looking for is a push up towards the 113 area. It's probably going to be slow steps because that's the way this pair's been moving lately. There's not been that much volatility in it. So I'm looking for this move to 113, and if we get up to that area, 112.80, 90, then I'll potentially look to let out some of this long that I'm holding. And then I'll bring my stop right up, which was down at 1170 currently. I'll start bringing that back up to near a break even, and we'll see where it goes. And once I've taken some profit off and locked in the stop, I'll then look to see how much I can squeeze out the trade at all and whether we get back above 113. But I'm not going to risk it too much. As I say, the important factor for me is bringing that stop back up behind to lower the risk of the loss that I can take. Plus also getting it to break even and even getting it into profit. And then once you get it into profit, you've pretty much got a free trade. So that's what I'm looking at for euro dollar. What I want to touch on quickly also today is the pound. Now, as we know, this is going to be a huge week for Brexit. We've spoken about it before. We've got these potentially got these meaningful votes coming up this week, 3 separate votes, the meaningful vote, the vote on no deal, and then what happens after, or potentially a delay. This is going to be a hugely volatile period. Now, you're probably going to hear a lot of commentators saying that there's going to be lots of pips to be made, and it's great for traders. I'm going to go in the reverse and preach caution. When you hit these big volatile periods, you've got to decide whether that's too much for your trading in your account. We're potentially facing, 100, 150, 200 pip swings on mere headlines, and it's going to come to a real squeeze point. And it's a trader's job to protect one's account. It's okay turning around thinking, yeah, I can make hundreds of pips, but you can also lose hundreds of pips. Now, I'm core long in the pound, very small trades. I'm long down. I scaled in from 131s all the way down to 128.50. I'm happy to sit in that trade, but I'm not so keen on trading it intraday now because there is such a volatile risk to this currency. As I say, sometimes it's better just to step back, not trade it, just sit and watch the action and see what happens, and then you can maybe look to trade after the news and once we know exactly what's going on. So that's a warning for this week. Be very careful for the pound. Take care, stay safe, and trade sensibly. And thank you very much.